It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the NFC South. It's the Falcons and the Buccaneers, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 23.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Falcons in this matchup. They're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
First quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Well, the Falcons now get to stretch their wings on offense here, and at quarterback for them is a former second overall pick who spent 4 seasons as a starter in Tennessee, Marcus Mariota.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Mariota now. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Tampa Bay's offense set to take the field. And, of course, at quarterback, 23-year veteran who's had a Hall of Fame career several times over, the great Tom Brady.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. The Buccaneers had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And we are keeping a close eye on his catches, a really close eye now, because that's number 899 in his career. The next one will give him 900. From midfield, here's Brady. He completes it to Jones. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Here's Brady to throw. Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt, and this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the...
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Buying time to his left. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week, 12 carries, 53 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. They'll run it again with Fournette. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, it's Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Brady. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now Brady again. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Succop's kick is good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Mariota. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. To throw again on second down. Mariota. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. On play action, Mariota. Throw caught here by Bird. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
First and 10, it's Patterson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Point after try forthcoming. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
And here's a rookie whose job isn't done just dropping quarterbacks to the turf. Arnold Ebiketie locks in on the ball from the get-go and does everything possible to strip it away from the quarterback in the pocket.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Fournette running out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Brady.
Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Shotgun now for Brady. Complete to Jones. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. Again, it's Brady. And he fires one, but incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
He certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They fell last week to Cleveland, but they're on top here as they start this drive 1st and 10. Mariota. He's going to air one out, and this one is incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Mariota.
And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A 1st down throw for Mariota.
And complete to Drake London. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
First down, Mariota. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Hand off running left, Patterson.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. throwing, Mariota. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Like any team plan, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So out come the Bucs now. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Brady, a pass underneath for Fournette.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. On 2nd and inches, Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Fournette, a first down carry. Oh, look at the juke.
A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Fournette. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. This is caught by Evans. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point up and good by Succa. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. That's into the hands of Edwards. On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And he goes out right around the 39. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Mariota. And that is incomplete here. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mariota. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota.
Another completion right back to Patterson.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The final shot before half for Brady. Over the middle to Evans. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And there's not much to speak of in terms of passing efficiency. But in a tie game, they know a few tweaks could make a big difference going forward. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts. As you can see the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 1 now.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit. But how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. On second down, here's Fournette.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first down, Brady. And this is caught by Evans.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Throwing again on second down. Brady, he'll set up the screen to Fournette. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Brady now to throw.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Inside handoff now to Fournette. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. On second and 11 now. Brady.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Here's Brady to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in. You really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, don't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
On second and 9, Mariota airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Here's Mariota. And that is incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience,
How much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
On third down, Fournette. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Brady now on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. To throw is Brady. Caught on the right side by Jones.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. And partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play, only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers, everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And here now come the Falcons. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
This offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Brady. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Brady. And this one hauled in by Rudolph.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Up the gut, Fournette, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Excellent play there by Arnold Ebiketie to meet him behind the line for a loss.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Brady going to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be Falcon football.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Over the middle, complete. That's Edwards. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Patterson running between the tackles. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Here's Patterson again.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Running the counter, Patterson.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. Throwing, Mariota. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a 1-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Mariota's throw taken in by Edwards.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Mariota again.
Got London on a slant.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. To throw is Mariota. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. On 2nd and goal, there's an option play left. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
Throwing is Mariota. Being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Marcus Mariota. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Falcons put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
Brady now on 1st down. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Room here to run. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Chris Godwin.
76 yards.
And the Bucs use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
So minutes after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams.
And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
So here is Mariota and the Falcons.
Down 20-17. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to play. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. Mariota on 1st down.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the 1st down.
One of the most hyped, talked about prospects to enter the league in tight end. Kyle Pitts certainly delivered and probably exceeded expectations as a rookie. Hit 1,000 yards and ranked 3rd among tight ends and 2nd among all rookies in receiving. Sky, absolutely the limit for this young man. A nice pickup there for a 1st down.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Mariota's throw caught by Bird here.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
To throw, Mariota.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Mariota to throw for it on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So that'll leave them with one last gasp, Charles. They need their defense. They only have the one timeout, and they've got to hold them to a field goal.
And if you have the ball on offense now, all you're talking about is ball security, taking care of it, making sure your runners don't go out of bounds to stop the clock and give them a chance to regroup. You want to make sure you stay in bounds, run as much time as possible, make them burn that last timeout, and hopefully hold on to the ball and ice the game.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll give inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Back to throw, Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So for the Buccaneers, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.